Anne Scully is an icon, one of the most recognizable names in luxury travel. Highly sought after as a consultant and keynote speaker, she's helped develop major travel brands for over 40 years. But there was a time when she was a young mother, just getting started in the business, needing help along the way.
Bob Dickinson at Carnival realized he would not fill the ships if he didn't personally train everybody. And I hope I was his best student. When I train someone now and they say, oh, I remember Anne's voice, I will always remember Bob Dickinson's voice.
Because Anne understood firsthand how mentors had helped shape her career, she made it a priority to hire younger advisors and share account work with them. And she spoke with Virtuoso CEO Matthew Upchurch about the importance of cultivating and training the next generation of travel professionals.
And I begged him, we have to have a travel school. And he was so sweet, he let me be the chairman of the first academy that we had. And I'm honored every year since that time I get to speak at Virtuoso. But now I step back. You have to step back and let young people go forward.
Scully's mentorship has included her own daughter Marguerite, a classically trained opera singer who didn't make travel her career until she was in her mid-40s. Now she's a respected advisor working alongside Anne at Embark Beyond.
I always say I'm not at a level of a typical advisor at 3 years, and it is because my last name is Scully. So she did all the work for me, but it's not just me. I watched her help create a lot of great advisors over the years, and she taught me one quick lesson of no matter what you're doing, whether you're booking through a GDS or Virtuoso portal or a preferred partner portal, always pick up the phone or write an email, figure out who the director of sales is. You want them to know who you are, and that power of partnership to really help grow your business actually very quickly, because people are then more interested in you and then taking care of your client.
Beth Washington worked with Scully one-on-one for 11 years before launching her company, Getaway Guild.
Well, Anne was my primary, she trained me basically when I joined the travel industry. And so I was working with her every single day, basically almost in a shadowing kind of role. Specifically, I just remember her presence on the phone with clients, and then her presence with suppliers and partners when we came to our first travel week together. I could just tell how much everyone respected her and how much I was learning from her myself.
That respect comes from Anne's ability to connect with clients, advisors, and partners on a human level. She's someone who shares, who cares, and who connects, values that are an important part of Virtuoso's DNA.
You cannot be an island unto yourself in this industry. You can't. The world's too big. The world is too big. I'm who I am because I've made every mistake one could make in this industry. And I had to crawl out of the hole. I had to. The good news is you don't have to do that. I can get you out of that hole a lot quicker.
One of the first things that I noticed about the industry when I was first entering was how everyone is so generous with their time and knowledge. And I have heard, that a lot of other industries are much more cutthroat.
I mean, I'm biased because Anne is my mother, but I do think she is famous for connecting people. If I said anything about who Anne is, not just being a successful advisor through all these 40 years, is more of her mentoring all parts of the travel industry and really encouraging people to find a place where they're going to have the most success.
While Anne shares the hard skills, the technical nuts and bolts of operating an agency, she's renowned for helping advisors develop the soft skills that lead to ongoing success.
The first thing I do every morning is see whose birthday is it today and try to remember something fun about them. But celebrate them. Make them know you can't do what you do without them, and thank them for it over and over again.
Everybody's trying to be relevant and keep up with the times, but if we go back to what we're teaching and what Virtuoso is about, it's still what we learn in kindergarten, right? How to be kind and how to have a connection. That connection to people is number one. So I feel like her lessons have always been back to the core of how you treat not only your client, but your partner, value them, respect them. People want to be seen, they want to be heard. And these are her, I think, biggest lessons when she is mentoring. She's teaching the art of being a better human.
I think one of the biggest things that I learned from Anne is how important storytelling is in communicating with our clients. So of course you can use AI to look up a quick, 3-day itinerary somewhere, but it is never going to give you the feeling of what it's like to bite into that croissant or, to step into your balcony and the view you're going to see.
Because that's what we do. We sell dreams, but we can't sell a dream if we don't know what the dream is. And this is my biggest lesson to anybody, both to clients and to advisors. Number one, you will talk more about a dream. You are willing to spend more money on your dream. You will stay longer on a dream.
Mentorship is never a one-way relationship. It's an endless circle of growth and inspiration.
When you train people, they give back. So the things I didn't know, they knew. And it made my life easier.
When I started teaching voice, I became a better singer. So I feel the same when I'm working with an advisor. Embark has an apprentice program, and I've actually been a mentor to 3 people already. I'm here to help the pathway just the way my mentor helped with my path.
There's not a day goes by in my office that I don't impart a lesson or share this is how I would handle that situation, that I don't think of how I learned something from Anne. I would not be where I am in my career without Anne, and I want to pass that on to the next people on my team.
For Anne Scully, mentorship goes beyond sharing wisdom or technique. It's about instilling belief and confidence. Seeing that transformation is her greatest reward.
They call me their fairy godmother because when they get in trouble, they know I don't panic. I say, please don't stay up all night being scared. If it's 10 o'clock, call me. It's me and my puppy. I want to walk you off the wall. And I have to tell you, I'm most proud about how many people I've walked off a wall. I sprinkled something on them and made them feel happy and think they can do it. It's very hard sometimes for people to think, can they do it? When you see in their eyes that light bulb goes on, you realize you've impacted somebody and you changed them.